You're not going to prepare me ahead of time?
Sword Art Online, explain.
Oh, no. So there's this guy, and he likes to play in the virtual reality. And what he does in virtual reality is ow my knee. He puts the virtual reality headset on, and it's like this headset thing. And that's what he does, is he puts it on. So he puts on the headset thing, and it's kind of weird because he doesn't really move around, but he moves around. And so he's got this
VR.
like
I know what VR is.
he's got this thing on, but he just like falls asleep, I guess, and then it like turns on, and then he can like run around, and he's like, cool, there's a new game coming out. It's called Sword Art Online. Roll credits. And then what they do is they get in to the game, and he's like, this is really cool. You can like do, and it's basically like Sword Art, but it's online.
Whoa!
So there's another game called Sword Art, and it was not online, and then it was called Sword Art Online, and then like all the skills transferred over, and the guy was like, hooray, I am now enjoying. And then what he did is he was playing the game, and then all of a sudden a giant guy comes out, and he's like, there is now no tomorrow. You are trapped inside the game, and you must reach level 100, and if you don't reach level 100, then you'll die. And if you die in real life, then if you die in game, you die in real life. And so he's like, holy shit, skadoo. And so he like opens up
his catchphrase.
menu, and he goes, exit, and then it says, you cannot exit. And then he's like, well, what am I going to do? And then he goes and runs around. He's like, ha, 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 time to level up quick. And then he's like attacking this like rabbit thing, and then the rabbit thing bites him, and he's like, holy shit, it actually hurts in real life. And so then he finds this other girl, and her name is Akiri, and then he's like, hi, hey, Akiri, you want to help me out? And then they both level up together, and then what happens is when they're not leveling up together, they're just chilling out, because he was really good at the game because he actually played the other game, and nobody else really played the other game.
First of all, it's Asuna.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was Akiri. Well,
that's a different anime.
Asuna, and then Jeku. So Asuna is basically just like, well, I'm fucked, and then he's just like, well, I'm fucked, and then
they're like, we're fucked,
and then they both end up getting fucked together.
I shouldn't be helping you.
And
you have 2 minutes.
No. And so they're both like working in a way, and then there's some like other side plot stuff that happens, and so he and Asuna end up getting together, and then they have fun, and they move out into like this cabin in the middle of the woods, and on like level 60, because they're just like, well, whatever, we're good. And, like so many people die, and they watch so many people die that they're like all fucked up, and then so what they do is they move to the cabin in the woods, and they're like, we can just live here for the rest of our lives. And then the one dude comes, and he's like, you cannot live here for the rest of your lives. And they're like, oh no, we gotta help them. And then, so he helps them out by trying to reach, there's like this party that's trying to reach level 100, and there's like 20 of them.
Oh, right, I forgot about this whole plot.
And so there's like they join the 20 of them, and then they fight this giant fight, and then they get like, it's only level 88, and then they get to like level 89, and like half of them die, and they're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And he's like, we gotta work together. And so he does a thing on his own with the other group, and Asuna and him learn special combo abilities,
like dual wield.
Yeah, and then they do have fun, and they do that, and then eventually they get to level 100. Turns out last boss is the guy who created the game himself, and he's like, you cannot beat me, I literally own the game. And then they're like, well, what the fuck is the point then, you piece of shit scoundrel? And so he goes,
shit scoundrel?
And so he goes, oh no! And then I don't remember what happens. And then season 2, so they come back, and everybody's been released from the game, and except for Asuna's still trapped in the game, and she's a coma. And the other guy's like, hey, what I'm gonna do is that while she's in the coma, your parents are gonna make the decision for me to marry you because she's not gonna wake up. And they're like, well, didn't you design the game? And he's like, I did, but I coma fucking. And so they agree to that, and then the other guy who really wants to marry Asuna because he met her in the game, and then they like had fun and stuff, and they were chilling out. He like comes and tries to rescue them, and it's like, oh no! And so he has to get in this new game called Gungang Online or something like that, and so he gets on Gungang Online.
Isn't he a fairy or something?
Yeah, and there's like different classes he can fly around. He's like, wow, cool, I can fly around. And then he and his sister accidentally falls in love with him, and then whoops, because they're different characters and personas. And then what happens is there's a giant tree, and Asuna's in the tree, and she's got a cage, and then he's like, I see Asuna in the cage. I took this picture, and I went enhance, kind of like FBI. And so they do that, and he goes and eventually runs up into the tree, and he finds this guy, and Asuna's like, hey man, I know you, I'm still in a coma. And he's like, yeah, I know, I'm here to save you. And so he fights the dude one more time, and then it turns out he gets the seed from the dude because he killed the dude, because the other dude had to do a to kill the dude. It was a really complicated plot. He had to like fight him in real life and then also not in real life.
30 seconds.
Anyway, he ends up killing him in real life, so that was kind of lit. with a door, I think. He like smashed his face in and like beat the shit out of him. And then Asuna was finally able to get released. And he's like, "Yay, Asuna, we're back together." And Asuna's like, "I'm dead because I've been in a coma for 4 years." And he's like, "It's so cool. It's cool. We're gonna go live in the cabin in the woods just like we said in the video game." And she's like, "Got it, dude."
10,
and so that's what they do.
9,
and then
8,
they
7,
all live happily
6, 5,
ever after,
4,
I think. And then there's
3,
season 3 that happens.
2,
I don't know what happens then.
1. You're done. Hey, you're done.
I am done.